Hi everyone, welcome back to GK. Today I am Sia and very good morning. Here we are discussing the major current affairs of 15th of July 2025 and the topics are basically National Health Claims Exchange, the Indian Railway, UNESCO World Heritage List, Machine Vision Based Inspection System, India Grass PASEX and United Nations Population Award, Rhino DNA Index System, International Organization for Standardization. So we will discuss all these topics and here we go with the first one. And the most important thing, all these questions, they are part of daily 20 MCQ series which is available in GK Today Android app only in multiple language it is available. The first question, what type of missile is the Akash that was recently seen in news? Here we are discussing indigenously developed missile and that is Akash and basically it is a surface to air missile. So currently it was in news just because of a controversy between India and Brazil. So basically in the last edition, the 17th edition of BRICS, the Brazil has showed an interest to purchase the Akash missile system from India. But recently Brazil halted negotiation with India for the purchase of the Akash missile system, affecting India's defense export ambition and that's why it was in news. Overall, the Akash missile system, it is medium range surface to air missile designed to defend vital areas from aerial threat. Basically, it was indigenously developed by the DRDO and co-produced by the Bharat Dynamics Limited based in Hyderabad and the BEL Bharat Electronic Limited. Overall, it can target multiple threats at once and has a feature to resist electronic jamming. Here we are discussing a major program and that is Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. The father of this program and that is APJ Abdul Kalam sir. Basically the goal of this program, it was launched to achieve indigenous missile development in India and basically with this program 5 major missile system is the part of this prestigious program IGMDP led by the APJ Abdul Kalam and these 5 missiles are Prithvi, Agni, Akash, Trishul and Dinag. So Akash missile system, it is the part of the IGMDP Integrated Missile Development Program and the program successfully ended in the year 2008. Overall, you have to remember the manufacturing, the developer of the Akash. So the developer is DRDO, but the producers, the co-producers are the BDL and the BEL. Moving on, here we are discussing some other defense news. Which organization developed the advanced artillery gun system and basically it is designed by the DRDO. Surya Kiran is a joint military exercise between India and the other countries Nepal. The NAMIS has been developed by which organization? That organization is DRDO. Exercise Simbax is recently conducted between India and the other country is Singapore. What is the name of the first vessel launched under the 2 multi-purpose vessel projected by the Indian Navy and basically its name is Samarthak. Su-57 fighter jet is developed by which country? And that country is Russia. What is the name of the military exercise conducted by the Indian Air Force following the Pahalgam terror attack? And that is exercise Akraman. Moving on, the next one. So here we are discussing a major operation that is launched by the DRI. Apex Anti-Smuggling Body of India, it is the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence. So what is the name of the operation? Launched by the DRI to seize illicit Chinese firecrackers and that is Operation Fire Trail. So recent DRI launched Operation Fire Trail and seized Chinese firecrackers worth 35 crore rupees. The illegal goods were found in 7 containers at Nahwa Seva port located at Mundra port in Gujarat. Overall, the total weight of the seized fireworks that was approximately 100 metric ton and they were illicitly imported using false declaration as many decorative plants, artificial flowers and plastic mat. Overall, here we are discussing the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence. The establishment year of this organization and that was 1962. Basically it is the apex anti-smuggling body and it functions under the Ministry of Finance and exactly under the CBI. CBIC. CBIC here stands for the Central Board of Indian Taxes and Customs. So implementing agency of DRI, and that is CBIC. Moving on, the next one. Here we are discussing a major award, and that is United Nations Population Award. So which Indian won the 2025 United Nations Population Award? And that personality is option number C, Varsha Deshpande. So recently she received this prestigious award in the individual category, and basically for promoting gender equality and reproductive rights. She is at present the secretary of Dalit Mahila Vikas Mandal, a Maharashtra based organization, and basically she founded it in 1990 to empower the marginalized women in India. Overall, the award includes a gold medal, diploma, and a prize. Overall, you have to remember, recently Varsha Deshpande won the 2025 United Nations Population Award, and the award recognized the people who works in the field of gender equality. Moving on, the next one. Here we are discussing National Health Claim Exchange, NHCX, and it was developed under which mission by the National Health Authority, and that is option number A, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. It is overall ABDM, the implementing agency of ABDM, and that is the National Health Authority. National Health Authority launched Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission in the year 2021. And recently, the government decided to bring the National Health Claim Exchange under joint supervision of the Ministry of Finance and the IRDAI. So, IRDAI stands for Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. So, the whole system NHCX, it is related with the insurance process and the claim process in India, related with the health sector. And just because of health insurance coverage and its claim process, the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission by the National Health Authority, and under this NHCX was recently introduced. It aims to streamline and standardize health insurance claim process in India overall, and co-managed by the IRDAI and the Ministry of Finance. Moving on, the next one. What is the main objective of machine vision based inspection system being installed by Indian Railway? And the objective is option number A, to inspect trains in real time using AI. So recently Indian Railway signed a MOU with the Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India Limited, DFCCIL, to install MVIS system, machine vision based inspection system. Basically the system uses artificial intelligence to inspect trains in real time for better maintenance and safety. And it is a wayside system that can capture high resolution images of moving train under gear, and it can detect hanging, loose or missing parts and send real-time alerts for quick action. And recently Indian Railway has finalized a MOU with DFCCIL for the installation of MVIS system, and that's why it was in news. Moving on, the next one. Here we are discussing a major exercise, and that is SpaceX. And basically, where was the India-Greece SpaceX conducted? So it is a joint bilateral exercise between India and Greece, and currently hosted by the Mumbai on 10th of July. And the Indian Navy used INS Turkish, and the Greek Navy used HS Sara in this bilateral exercise in the latest edition, and the aim is to improve naval cooperation and maritime security between India and Greece. Overall, here is a country in news, and that is Greece. Its capital is Athens is the capital. It is a major European country. The Greece exactly located in the Balkan Peninsula of Greece. So Balkan Peninsula, basically last we discussed Romania is the part of Balkan Peninsula, and now we are discussing the Greece, and it is surrounded by the Adriatic Sea, Aegean Sea and the Black Sea. Moving on, the next one. Which Indian city is recently inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List, becoming India's 44th World Heritage Site? So here we are discussing the updates from UNESCO for India's World Heritage Site. So recently, the Maratha military landscapes of India were inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List, becoming India's 44 World Heritage List. Overall, the landscape include 12 forts from the 17th to the 19th century, showcasing the strategic brilliance and architectural skill of Maratha Empire. Overall, the forts are located in Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. So here we are discussing India's World Heritage Site. At present, India has 44 World Heritage Site divided in three categories basically, and the categories are the cultural sites, the natural sites, and the mixed category. Here in India, there are total 36 cultural sites, 7 natural sites, and 1 is mixed site as per the UNESCO World Heritage List. And a question for you can mention the name of the mixed heritage site of India. Moving on, the next one. Here we are discussing a system, and that is Rhino DNA Index system to prevent the smuggling of rhinos of India. So Rhino DNA Index system was launched by which ministry? And that ministry is option number C, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So recently the Assam Forest Department began DNA profiling of rhino horns to add them to the Rhino DNA Index system. So basically Rhino DNA Index system, it was launched in 2016 by the Ministry of Environment in collaboration with the Wildlife Institute of India. Its aim is to track the rhinos of India to prevent their illegal selling and other smuggling crime associated with the rhinos. Moving on, the next one. Here we are discussing a major police station that recently has become the first in India to receive International Organization for Standardization Certificate, ISO certificate. And that police station, basically it is from Kerala, and the name is Arthankal Police Station, located in the Alappuzha district of Kerala, and recently became the first in India to receive ISO certificate from the Bureau of Indian Standards, the BIS. And the certificate, basically it acknowledges top performance in crime prevention, investigation, law and order, traffic control, emergency response, judicial coordination, and other public grievance redressal. So recently, in all category, the Arthankal Police Station has received the International Organization for Standardization certificate from the BIS. Moving on, the next one. Where is the headquarter of International Financial Services Center Authority located? So here we are discussing the headquarter of IFSC, and that is Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Basically, IFSCA, it is the apex and sole body of India to regulate the finance that is associated with the international level. And there is only one office and headquarter of this bank, and is located at Gandhinagar, the gift city of Gujarat. And recently it was in news because a bank, international bank, and that is CTBC Bank based in Taiwan, applied to set up an IFSC banking unit in gift city of India. So basically this move strengthens gift city's global appeal as a financial hub. Overall, you have to remember IFSCA. It is International Financial Service Central Authority that manages the international level finance service, and overall it regulates financial products, services, and the institution and stock market related with the international level. So with this question, we are wrapping up this session, and the topic of the quiz for today, it is associated with the major place in news current affair that you have to mention in the comment box.